20 committees of the National Conference have begun their sitting and consideration of the different themes the conference hopes to make recommendations on. Some of the committees immediately started outlining their work plan, with a few planning to invite different agencies of government to make presentations before them. Our correspondent, Larry Lasisi, reports.
After weeks of meeting in plenary, delegates at the National Conference resumed from their Easter break to their respective committees to commence a more critical part of their assignment. Some of the committees barred journalists from covering their activities, while other committees were open to the press. Some of the committees commenced by trying to decide on their work plan.
Most of the issues we are going to discuss have been recommended, particularly the political conference of 2005, as a very detailed set of recommendations. So I think our job really is to review. What we don't agree, we say we don't agree. What we want to add, we add.
It is not feasible for us to discuss these issues one by one and everybody brainstorm and come to an agreement. We should rather decide whether we are taking one of these committees, as he said, and come up with their recommendations and now get a consensus on the ones we agree and not agree.
That I agree completely with the broad outline established by the co-chair in terms of not having to take all of these de novo, as if there are fresh issues that had never been tabled before. But my suggestion would be that rather than use Beguri, I would want to suggest we use the waste report.
Then certain things I would like us to discuss in some detail. Concepts that we all believe in that may come up as obstacles later on. I would like us to share our thoughts on the meaning, the implication of fairness in discussion. I would also like us to discuss bigotry. What exactly is it? How does it manifest?
Some committees got down to work and started discussing their theme. As expected, sometimes the delegates disagreed.
Are going to be invited. One, Federal Inland Revenue Service, Nigerian Customs Service, Central Bank of Nigeria, National Productivity Center.
But at that time, the Bata tribe were very strong. So if a Fulani man...
Point of observation.
Yeah.
Please, I did not in any way
let me...
Excuse me.
No, you...
Justification or otherwise...
No, I'm not talking about... Just listen.
What has happened...
I allowed you to talk. So you allow me to talk, please.
No, just information.
Point of order.
So, Mr. Chairman.
I will take control of this meeting.
Please.
I want us to be absolutely sure of one thing in our mind. We have come here to discuss the land tenure issue and boundary matters.
Yes.
Anything that has been said should be taken as personal to whoever introduced it.
Yeah.
If we find it out of context with what we're here to discuss, we will say so. So let us not have quarrel between two people.
The issue of the amount of work on ground and the time available was also discussed.
We need time to do a thorough work. If we all agree with this, let's commit ourselves to work out to Saturday.
This issue was also considered in other committees.
The chairman brought a proposal so that we can make up the time. One, we have our break, we reduce it from 2 hours to 1 hour. And instead of us to start by 10, we'll start by 9 from tomorrow. And we extend our own up to 6:30. Then we have considered Fridays and Saturdays, if the need arises, to make sure that we are able to finish our work within the 2 weeks framework.
If we have more time, then we probably will be able to discuss more. But for now, we left the meetings today with all kinds of assignments. Many of us will have to work far into the night to get our papers ready for the meeting tomorrow. So it's a lot of hard work, and we hope to work within the time available.
And we believe what is worth doing is worth doing well. We don't mind working 24 hours. We believe that we have to work our time. We have to be good managers. You know, because of the essentiality of time, we believe that we can work within the period. We even believe that all things be equal, maybe before weekend or this weekend, we can even complete our job.
According to the approved work plan for the conference, the committees have 2 weeks to complete their work. Now, the weeks ahead will determine if the time given is sufficient or not. Lanre Lasese, Channels Television News.